Can we swear in the show?
Yes.
Fuck him. What the fuck? That's so infuriating.
Ooh, Jimmy Dore and Kyle Kulinski got that smoke. They got that beef with one another. People always want to say, "Oh man, but Jimmy, he be pandering to the Republicans," and Jimmy. The reason why, and this is what I figured out, the reason why he has so much smoke for the Democrats is because this is where he put all his chips behind. Okay, he put all his chips on the Democrats. He was saying, "Hey, I'm for you. Here's my vote." Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and each time they disappointed him. Each time they lied. Each time they proved you shouldn't trust us. Now people say, "Well, red hat, blue hat." The red hat's worse. Okay, the red hat didn't get my vote though. The blue hat did. So yeah, you personally affected me so much. I got smoke for you. That's just what it is. That's just how it is. Okay. At the end of the day, the Republicans, yes, they did what they did. Are they great? No. Okay. Has he said Republicans are great? I haven't heard him say that. Okay. But he also wasn't voting for them. He was voting for the people over here, and he was expecting change, hope, and all that stuff. He was expecting for you to actually give people what it is they wanted and not do this crazy pandering, talking about the same abortion rates, the same universal health care, the same tired minimum wage. We got the same student, and you ain't done anything. Now it's like, you know what? Now I got to talk about you because you haven't done anything. You literally haven't done anything. Okay. So he's talking about with this whole beef that's going on, this whole disagreements that's happening is you have someone in Kulinski who was having the same kind of talking points that Jimmy was having. But now because of who you married and maybe some ratings dropped or whatever may have gone on, now you've just completely did a 180.
It's pretty. It's so he used to be exactly where we are, telling the truth about objectively about the objective truth of the situation and the political realities. And then he dyed his hair blonde, started dating a 40 millionaire, and all of a sudden it flipped because I'm pretty sure he's got a Democratic donor somewhere who got him because his channel went dead for 2 years after he lied about me. And now it's zipping right along again. And it's only because he's on the corporate algorithm, because nobody likes that show and nobody watches it because everybody knows that about him, that he used to say the exact 180-degree different. And now he says, you and I are right wingers for saying the same thing he used to say. And he was telling the truth. He was right back then.
But he even said it more strongly than I would.
That's right.
You know, I mean, it's amazing. But there are a lot of people like that who've made some kind of calculation. I think that's the worst species of this kind of person, is not the one who does it for social reasons or because they don't know any better or because they're just basically herd animals by nature, but because they decided something. They sat down and like did some kind of math and decided to completely turn their faces inside out. That just drives me nuts.
And it's a really lazy form of smear, right? And Kyle Kulinski used to be the opposite of that, and now he's just as big a shit lib, liar, smear merchant as anybody. And there's no nuance into any of his reporting. It's all Democrats good, Trump bad. He's got Trump derangement syndrome. And he's got the balls to call people like you. You went from Bernie to Trump. He went from Bernie to the military-industrial complex to big pharma to pro-censorship to every bad thing there could be possibly in the world.
All right, I kind of want to rewind it to about here, and then I'm gonna stop it.
Drives me nuts.
And it's a really lazy form of smear, right? And Kyle Kulinski used to be the opposite of that. And now he's just as big a shit lib, liar, smear merchant as anybody. And there's no nuance into any of his reporting. It's all Democrats good, Trump bad.
Yes, so that's one point that I wanted to bring up because I have watched his stuff and that's what I've heard. Okay, where his recent stuff is just like Democrats good. They're good. They're lovely. Blah 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 blah. Trump bad. Trump bad. Trump bad. Trump bad. Trump bad. Trump bad. Trump. Democrats good. Democrats good. It's like, now you may say, okay, but he didn't say that all the time. Yeah, but he's doing the majority of the time. And this is different to is a juxtaposition of what Jimmy does, because with him, like I mentioned earlier, he would point out the negatives of Trump. He would point out the negatives of the Republican Party. But the difference is he's not saying Trump good, Trump good, Democrats bad, 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 bad. It's if you are right, sure, I'll give you your flowers. But if you're not, which they haven't been, I'm not going to give you your flowers. I'm not going to go and say and promote Democrats being amazing and they're doing when there's a whole list of stuff they have not done. Okay. And I'm not going to go and say, oh, he's terrible. But then the Democrats, did we not have certain people up here that did the exact same thing? Maybe not with Trump hotels, but very similar things. Did we not have people that were doing that over here? The difference is with Kulinski, you'd be like, yeah, but come on. Let's not talk about this old news, but let's talk about Trump. But with Jimmy, it's like, no, we could talk about how they're both not good. I'm not going to go up here and say, hey, everyone, go and vote Democrat and do. Okay, but let me just end that.
He's got Trump derangement syndrome, and he's got the balls to call people like you. You went from Bernie to Trump. He went from Bernie to the military-industrial complex to big pharma to pro-censorship to every bad thing there could be possibly in the world.
And that's also something that I wanted to mention because people keep saying like, oh, with the Republicans, like, oh, they're for censorship and then now the Democrats, even Kamala Harris just recently said like, yeah, we shouldn't just be allowing people to just say whatever they want. Wait, what? What you mean? I shouldn't be allowed to say what I want in America? When isn't that an amendment, right? I don't know, which one is it again? Oh, the very first one? Am I tripping? Or what do you mean? Now, hate speech is different than calling you out on what it is that you're saying. Now, if you said something that would be considered hate speech, and people know what hate speech is, that's different than going out and saying, hey, this person took, $1 billion for, a handout or whatever the case may be. Oh, this person did this, is whatever. That's different. Okay. So why should people not know? Because at the end of the day, you are censoring, covering up certain information. Like when the railroad was around, there's a lot of people where if they said the wrong thing, they got banned. They said the wrong thing, the channel got demonetized. And this is how they're making their money. So make it make sense, but let me know what you all think about it. And this is not a go and pick whose side you want to be on, who's the best person. I mean, what do you feel about the issues have you noticed the change? I guess that would be my question. Have you noticed the change out here? Have you noticed like, okay, yeah, I did notice. Did it make you want to continue watching? Did it make you want to start watching? Did it make you want to stop watching? This is for either person. I don't have any skin in the game. So at the end of the day, it's for either person. Let me know what you all think about it. And what was your actions down below? Hello. I would greatly appreciate it if you can actually support my little small business called Latrice Limited. It is on latricelimited.com. So as you can see right here, I actually sell candles and a wide variety of other items as well. This is my big forehead, okay? But I actually want to show you just a couple of different items that I do sell. This is actually going to be a part of my soap collection that I have. As you can see, I have a variety of different soaps on here. I actually have 2 pages worth of soaps, and everything is handmade, okay, natural, clean ingredients as well. You can also see right here, these are my candles. All right, they're all handmade, everything vanilla, sweet roses, sage and vanilla and sweet roses are actually my favorite scents that I do have. I also have a few other items on here. I'm actually going to go and show you all the bath bombs that I do have. As you all can see, there's eucalyptus and sage, sweet pea harmony, and so many more. And then we're just going to finish off on the gift sets that I have. There's a variety of them, from like the big ones like this for 45, and then you have some of the smaller ones, and you have these itty bitty ones down here that includes essential oil blends. Definitely shop with your girl. Definitely help your girl out. I would greatly appreciate it. This is like my little baby over here. Okay. I would greatly appreciate it, and enjoy.